Coming up in today's video,
think of it as a lifestyle change, because if you do not think of this as a lifestyle change, your body will never change. One thing I've tried to live by since I've started this is if I can't scale it, if I can't weigh it, if I can't add it into my fitness pal, then I don't want to eat it. Hey there, welcome to my channel. My name is Alexis if it's your first time here. In today's video, I am going to be sharing with you how I did the 1200 calorie Harvey diet and how I was able to lose 10 pounds in 2 weeks. So without further ado, let's get started. If you have not already, please subscribe to my channel. All right, so I'm going to try to make this as detailed as possible in the shortest amount of time, because I know you all don't want to sit through a super long video, but I'm just gonna like hit the main points of what I did, how it worked for me, and how I'm continuing to maintain this 1200 calorie diet. So here we go. So first things first, why I even wanted to try the diet. Let's start there. Of course, like everyone else on social media, I saw the TikTok that she had made about how she had lost so much weight in just a short amount of time. Because I saw that she had lost so much weight doing it, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna try to see if I can do 1200 calories and, you know, how long I could do it for, right? Like many, you know, typically when you're doing a diet, you're supposed to go find a macro calculator, calculate, you know, your weight and all this type of stuff. And that's how you get the calories you're supposed to be eating. And I've done that before, haven't maintained it. Not to say that it's wrong, that's actually the right way to do it. I just, you know, heard about the 1200 calories and I was like, you know, can I even do that? Like, am I still hungry after 1200 calories? So I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm not gonna do the macro calculator. I'm just gonna try to see if I can do 1200 calories. She said she didn't count her calories like that, but coming into this, if you are a person that can easily go back to like bad eating habits, then you have to count your calories. Like, you're gonna have to count your calories. And that's just what I literally do. This whole diet is literally focused on me counting my calories on my fitness pal. Every single day, I've made it a habit to where in the morning, anything that I know that I'm gonna be eating throughout the day, at least Monday through Friday, I am calculating it through my fitness pal. I think I've tried to live by since I've started this is if I can't scale it, if I can't weigh it, if I can't add it into my fitness pal, then I don't want to eat it. I try to live by this mostly during the week because that is where I feel like, you know, I can control it. During the weekends, I will say it is kind of harder to control it, but one thing that I'm trying to start doing is starting to kind of plan out my weekend meals. So like, if I know I'm going to be home for breakfast and lunch, or I can have an easy breakfast or easy lunch, then I'll try to do that. And then, okay, let's say forget it for dinner because I'm going out to dinner, and you know, so I'll just try to be mindful of what I'm eating for those meals, but understand that I'm probably not going to be able to calculate that because it's hard to calculate those type of things. But I think staying with that mindset of if you can't calculate it, don't consume it is really important, because if you're going to like a restaurant, it's hard to maintain. Like, a lot of times what they have for their nutrient facts be completely wrong because they add so many oils and things like that it completely throws you off. So I try my best to eat at home as much as possible and eat meals that I have weighed, I have scaled, you know, I have added into my calculator so that I'll know exactly what I'm eating and I don't get offset. And my fitness pal is just an app. If you haven't yet to hear about it or have never heard about it, it's an app where you can calculate like all of your calories in your food. And that's just what I did. To maintain this diet, you have to just do that, especially in the beginning, because you haven't really came up with a balanced diet yet, and so you don't really know like what's too high, what's too low. Like, you could be eating a lot of vegetables, you could be eating a lot of protein, and honestly a lot of protein is a lot of calories. And so when doing diets like this, you have to make sure, you know, that you're maintaining the right amount of like protein, you're maintaining the right amount of calories. How you set my fitness pal up is that you go in and you calculate, like, you put in how many calories you want to eat for the day, and then it'll give you like percentages as to like how many protein, fats, and carbs that you should be eating. You can go in and adjust it, but for this time around, I just put the 1200 calories in, and then I allowed it to give me the percentages and went by those. That's just like my fitness pal. Just going into like the 2.5 week mark, kind of like last week, I kind of started fasting because I wanted to see like if I'd fast throughout breakfast and then start eating around like 11ish, 12ish, like how could could I like spread out my calories more? A lot of times for me, I'm not hungry in that breakfast hour, but like lunch, between that lunch and dinner, that's when I get the hungry. So I've just started fasting, and I can honestly say that I see like even better results just from doing that. That is not something you have to do, because I was able to get my first 5 pounds off with eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And so it is not something like, I don't want to tell you you have to fast, because some people just can't. They want breakfast, they want lunch, they want dinner. But for me, I wanted to challenge myself even more by fasting. So that's what I'm doing right now. I don't really have a cutoff time for when I start and stop eating, but I just try to like wait until as close as I can get to 12. It could be like 11 something, and I might just get hungry and I'll start eating. And then at night, I'll eat sometimes at 5, sometimes at 6, sometimes at 7. I don't really have a cutoff time, but so I can't tell you I fast for these many hours, but I do try to like not eat breakfast to like avoid adding on those calories. That way I get more calories back afternoon, because I know I'm like the type of person that is a snacker. So I know that like even though I eat breakfast, I'm gonna still be hungry. So I'd rather not like break my fasting on breakfast during the week, just to save it, because I know I'm going to want snacks here and there, healthy snacks, but I know I'm going to want something to eat on and stuff like that while I'm at work to get me through like the rest of the day. So that's kind of just how like I think of it. Again, any type of thing that you're doing, you have to make custom to you. So even though I'm telling you like the way I kind of like maintain this, it's all about like how once you get that those calories that you're comfortable with and you're feeling fulfilled in, it's all about like how you gonna make it work for you. If you'd like for me to share with you like what I've been eating and things and tips and tricks on how you can do it, then let me know, and I can do like a what I eat in a day. It's only so much I can tell you like right here, but I actually want to give you tips and stuff as to like what actually I eat, so that it can help you kind of determine like what you'd like to eat today and give you ideas. As far as like my workouts and like what I really do is I try to work out at least 4 times a week. That's like my ultimate goal. Like if I can get 4 times in a week consistently, then I have achieved my goal. I don't put too much pressure on myself to work out. I just try to get it in, because it almost helps me mentally to just get through my days by working out. For my workout, I haven't been lifting and weight training, but what I have been doing is the 4 days a week that I am working out, I have been doing like Pilates at home and doing my Peloton. So that's like really the only workout that I do. Always been a person that like to work out in some form, and here's the honest thing, you won't see any results if your diet is not on point or you don't have your diet under control, because if you're eating still a ton of calories, you're not going to see any results within your body. So for me, I said like if I could do 4 days a week, I'm good, but you know, I'm gonna mainly focus on like what I'm eating and what I'm intaking. All about how many calories you're intaking, then it's about how many calories you're burning, you know? So it's how many you're intaking, then how many you're burning, and then that's what's gonna get you to your ultimate physique and your body goal. The weight loss really mainly just comes from like how I'm eating and what I'm intaking throughout the day. In the first week of doing this, of course it wasn't as easy because I hadn't really dieted since like before COVID. I mean, I had been trying here and there, but I had been stuck at that 186 weight, and it took for me to like started counting the calories and cut my calories down to this much for me to really start seeing it. Through these past 2 weeks, I've been kind of like testing out things, mainly eating a lot of the same things, but focusing on like what keeps me full, but then what's not a lot of carbs. And I'm not gonna even lie, like Monday through Friday are pretty easy for me for this diet, but those weekends is where I get a little bit lenient. And my goal starting going into this 3rd week of the diet, even though I have been losing weight very successfully, is to one, start planning my meals for the weekend. I think of this diet as not really a diet, but more so as a lifestyle change, because to maintain weight loss and to maintain weight loss, or even to maintain your weight, you have to have like a plan. You can't just be eating anything and everything all the time. I've had fried foods on the weekend, and I've still been able to maintain going 10 pounds down because I work so hard during the week to maintain that 1200 calories. I can have a little bit more on the weekend. So yeah, that's pretty much that. I'm like trying to figure out if I missed anything, like as to like the basics as to what I did. Hope this was helpful to you. If you have any questions, please let me know down in the comments, because I want to make sure that I'm helping you through your journey. It's been a journey for me and I'm continuing on. I'm trying new things every day and I feel like that's what it's all about, right? Thank you all for watching today's video. I'll see you next time. Bye.